So my real name is Carl, actually, and I never say Carl at all, never. And it's because I'm not a big fan of, you know how you have juniors and seniors and the third, and I don't think we should all have the same name, even if we're adding the endings to them. It still I feel like I have your name. So my father's name was Carl, so it wasn't that I just never use it. So I always say Manuel. Everybody see me, they know me, they say Manuel. And I picked up the Bama part from being from Alabama. My friends called me, okay, let me go back. My friends called me Bam, but it was supposed to be Bama, but they got lazy.
Oh, wow.
You know how we cut things off in a minute?
Yes.
And it
Yes.
went from Bama to Bam. So it's like Bam, Bam. So, but most people know me by Manuel. Um, so yeah, growing up, yeah, the South. Hey, um, I didn't as a child. I think you're trying to like find yourself and being around people from the South. Growing up in the church every week, Monday choir rehearsal, Wednesday Bible study. So when you're trying to find yourself, it can be hard because everyone else they have this idea of who they want you to be
Right. Right.
when you're a child. So in most people's eyes, because I'm designed to be a certain way, it just didn't. As a child, they were, how do I say, kind of confused by it because it's like, oh wait a minute, this is not a part of the design. What is going on here? So there was some, but we're gonna try it and try to persuade this to be the actual design. We're gonna push hard for you to be the design we want you to be. But I had never really had like a um, family issue about me. They always said that you were gonna. My mom used to tell me all the time that I was gonna be different and things like that. Like I'm probably the only person who never got the opportunity to tell their mom that they were gay. It was just natural. Like she
So
just
you were a bisexual man as a child. You were bisexual as
yes.
a child. When did you know this?
So so I used, like I said, I used to date girls and things like that. But it's like once I got to high school, things kind of changed. I thought this was attractive, but I still think this is attractive as well. So like, I want to play with everything. Like I'm in the mall and I want to shop everywhere. I want to play everywhere. So it's like, hey, I could just try this as well, and I'm gonna try that as well, and then hey, it works for me.
That's
My
right.
thing is I always want to please other people, but the main thing I'm pleasing me first.
That's right. So did you have any sisters and brothers? Or do you
Yeah.
have sisters and brothers?
So basically, my mom had 6 kids. One of my sisters was murdered a couple of decades ago in this place called Belton, Alabama. But I now just have 3 brothers, one a set which is a twin, and I have one sister.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your sister passing away. And that's a part of your story in New York City. You actually opened a store and named it after your sister. Tell me about that.
So okay, so my sister was a very, very jazzy girl. Like when they were in high school, they would wear skirts and heels, and they were such. I mean, it's like a flew of these ladies that were just you just wanted to see them when they walked in the room, and so they were very fashionable. And so when I got the opportunity to open the store, I started online. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do this online. I'm thinking about her. Every time I do something, I'm always thinking about her as my model. So I'm like, oh, she will wear this. Now I can see her. And that's how I make a lot of my choices. Although I use depend on my friends for a lot of things just to keep me up there because I'm a man. So sometimes you have to go to a woman's perspective when you're trying to run a business for women. So I always think about her in my mind. So I end up opening up the store. It was doing so good online.